Hello and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So after taking out two of the Batomys radiators, now we have to contend with the fact that Selvaria is now on the field. And she is very, very strong indeed. Dare I say she is pretty much, well, invincible. Yes, invincible. Because if we try and take her on with any of our soldiers or anything like that, then what will happen is that she will kill them. Yes, she is that strong because of her Valkyrian lance and shield. So yeah, and keep in mind she can also do damage to the Edelweiss even from the front. Yes, seriously, she can mow down tanks like nobody's business. So I think it is in my best interest to actually hide my troopers behind the Edelweiss, which is parked up near the Dread Nautilus ruins, and basically bringing more troopers from the camp near the Dread Nautilus ruins, and that includes you. So yeah, the main reason I have placed the Edelweiss at the top is because alongside Selvaria are also a bunch of troopers, scouts, and I believe a lancer as well. So that is why, because I don't think with Selvaria in tow that she would be able to actually, dare I say, she would be able to pretty much mow down my troops if I tried to do that. If I went at her with the Edelweiss, sure, the Edelweiss can shoot at her, there's no doubt at that, but yeah. And that is what happens when Selvaria gets one of your troops that are down in the thing there. Seriously, she is a very good long-range fighter. Yes. Just a shame she's working for the Imperial Empire. Seriously, even if a character is pretty much on the ground, they will get pretty much murdered by her Valkyrian lance. So yeah, and that's not the only problem, of course, because we still have these troopers and things to deal with, which is why I placed the thing there, because Selvaria will always move first. Selvaria will always move first, so I do not want her mowing down my troopers. So yeah. There is also the chance, because she murdered both, I think, Hector and Largo. If I send Rosina out now, what will happen is that she will probably get murdered by her blasts as well from her Valkyrian thing. Also, we have an ace here. Yes, Kazanar the Lion. So yeah, he is a shock trooper. No, he's a lancer. Actually, I can't tell from there. But Kazanar's another thing, and I just took him out with the Edelweiss. So yeah. Which is a good thing in that case, because I may well be able to get his gun at the end of battle. Just like I did with Lieutenant Cough Drop. And yes, I'm still calling him that. And that being said, we still have that scout. You know better than to run in front of a tank, I swear. Some of the AI in this game, seriously. At least I can say this of the Lancers. Some of them actually do stop when, in later levels, when they're being targeted by something like the Edelweiss, but this? Nope! He comes to retrieve his comrade, and he gets pretty much gunned down as well. Seriously. Wonder if, you can say what you will about Call of Duty, but I still prefer this game. Anyway, I've also summoned Alicia as a reinforcement, because, of course, what will happen now is that the Batomys will head up the hill towards the Various ruins. So, I want to do something about both Largo and Hector. Hector's the closest, so at least I can summon a medic without Rosina taking too much of a hit from Selvaria there. Seriously. I want to be careful because Selvaria is still at the bottom of the thing, and she'll stay there at the bottom of the thing. of the hill there near the Batomys. As for Largo, I don't know. So yeah, I'm not going to get an A rank, that's for sure. Well, actually, I'm not sure, because it depends how quickly you can take out the radiators on the thing. I do not want to send Ramsey down there, because of the fact that she will get pretty much torn inside out by the thing. So instead, I want to aim at the ruined wall and knock it down so the Batomys will have something to fire at, and therefore Alicia will be able to take out the last radiator, because her being pretty much a scout means that she does have the mobility to do so. And I've probably placed the Edelweiss at the top of the hill there, just in case any more scouts or troopers do arrive. So now there's the matter of Largo. Largo, I don't know what to do with you, man. Yeah, seriously. I'm just going to end the turn here and hope that the Batomys will move towards the ruined wall and actually pretty much destroy it before Largo pretty much kicks the bucket. So let's see if I am right and it does use its cannon to actually shoot it down. And then there's still Selvaria, who also has the mobility of a scout, let's not forget. Yeah, it's a good thing I moved most of my troopers there. She's moved closer to the thing. So now, I think Rosina may well be able to get Largo before he passes out completely. And pretty much ends up in the, dare I say, the Galleon cemetery. So, with that said, indeed, let's summon our medic, and indeed, that seems to be the case, which I'm glad for, because I don't want to lose too many of my soldiers in play. So, then, return to the trench there, Rosina. You've done well, especially to take down all of the remaining turrets on the Batomys, barring one, but I'll get to that. So, there's nothing much I can do, except maybe move Ramsey, and maybe Alicia towards the thing. I might also send in Ramona or Ica to for backup just in case, because as for Alicia, I do want to move her a little further in because of the fact that the Batomys is down at the bottom of the hill, and it is going to move closer to the ruined wall there. So you stay there, Alicia, and be mindful of Selvaria. She may well move. During this recording, she did not move any further, thankfully. Because if she did, I would be in so much trouble. So much trouble. So, now I'm going to save for obvious reasons, because I don't know what's going to happen, basically. Because one of two things has happened to me when I have played Valkyria Chronicles. Either Selvaria goes up the hill with the Batomys, or she doesn't. So yeah, and Maximilian has just issued another all-units attack order, which is not great, because that includes, of course, Selvaria. So now he will blow up the wall, and let's see what Selvaria does. She doesn't do anything, good! So now I have the rather arduous task of getting Alicia over to the, dare I say that, radiator. So yeah, so let's see. Yeah, Alicia, because I don't really want to send an engineer down there. And be careful, you can hear the charging up noise of the Valkyrian shield that Selvaria is actually carrying there. So I want to be careful. Yes, I do want to be careful. I'm sorry that I'm playing it so safe here with my soldiers, but for a good reason. One thing you can do with the Edelweiss, I don't know if this is true here, but you can actually stall her by using a mortar cannon. But I don't know if I do that here. Because apparently Valkyrians can actually be held back by doing that. And indeed, it is a worthwhile strategy to use against her. That is the only way, though. It only stuns her, it doesn't kill her. Either that or use the Edelweiss as a proverbial shield, which is what I am doing here. Instead, because I haven't got to that bit yet. So, indeed, let's move in front of her and provide something of a shielding away from Selvaria's blast so she doesn't get pretty much... she's actually aiming at the Edelweiss there. And once she runs out, she will take a moment to actually recharge her thing there. So let's see. There we go. We're around the back. And then let's toss the grenade into the final radiator. And boom! There we go. That's all of the radiators pretty much destroyed.
Alright! That's the last of the radiators. Ah! Presumptuous little vermin.
Your Grace, are you alright?
Fine. The tank itself is perfectly intact. Well, not for long at this rate.
Understood. I'll be there momentarily, sir.
The enemy tank has been damaged. That should also impair its defenses, Sevens. Everybody, concentrate fire on that tank. Take it down!
Well then, there is only one thing I can think of to actually destroy the Batomys. And that is the Edelweiss itself. Because with its anti-tank power, it has unlimited shots. And that is what I'm going to use. I'm not going to use Rosina or any of my other lancers in case Selvaria pretty much, well, kills them. Yeah, seriously. I may not have much mobility left because I use the Edelweiss as pretty much a shield against Selvaria's blast. But it is this is my favourite strategy to use against it, especially since Selvaria murdered two of my best lancers. So yeah. And all we need to do now is chip away at the Edelweiss. I'm using all of my CP to do so. So, let's see. By the way, the Batomys, now that it has destroyed its generators, it will still use its giant cannon. However, it is much weaker than it was when it was destroying the walls, because we destroyed all of its radiators. And there's still the matter of... Selvaria herself down at the bottom of the hill. She still hasn't gone back up the hill, thankfully, though she may well do soon. So let's see. So the Batomys is indeed moving. I do not want to move Alicia at all because Selvaria will probably think of her as an easy target. Let's see if I'm right. Indeed, Selvaria is moving, but apparently she's catching up with the thing. Oh boy. Yeah. Poor Alicia. She's not dead, actually. She's just unconscious. So yeah. Hopefully she'll remain in that state for now. So, I'm not sending anyone down to get Alicia because, as I say, I'm using all of my remaining CP to destroy the Batomys. So yeah. And she will not die. I know that. If she does die, the game's over. Basically. Yep. Anyway, the Batomys is now destroyed!
The Batomys. Lost to this rabble.
Your Grace, are you injured?
Selvaria. Plans for the Marmota must be adjusted to account for these failures.
In due time, Grace. You're in danger here. My men will see you to safety.
Yes! We managed to beat that thing back!
Nice work out there, Lieutenant. I've sent the rest of the Eastern team to join you there.
Wilkes, the enemy forces have begun to retreat.
Then it's our turn to advance. Don't let Maximilian get away!
She deflected a tank shell.
Such power.
I see Gallia's peasant army has the will to win. All units, retreat! Protect his grace at all costs!